students, and welcome to Spring 2020 Excel Accounting. This is a fully online course. I am Professor Lackmeyer, and I will be your professor for this semester. So before you get started, I just wanted to go over a few things because we are using a new software textbook this semester, so I thought it'd be helpful to explain that. I encourage you to read over everything in getting started, the course overview, my contact, grading policies, all of that in here, as well as the syllabus. And I just want to point out you do need to take the syllabus quiz to stay in the course. You will need to finish that by January 29th, passing with a 100% or 20 out of 20 in order to stay in the course. Otherwise, you will be administratively withdrawn. But you have unlimited attempts until the due date passes. We are using, like I said, a different platform for this class. So the textbook we're using isn't an actual physical textbook. It is an ebook only, or a website really, called My Educator. So the good news is the access for it, especially if you purchase directly through My Educator, I believe is $49.95, and you will have access to that even once the course ends. If you purchase through the bookstore, you can have them order you an access code through the bookstore if you need to purchase from them, but do know that they will have to mark that price up. I do have instructions here on textbook, My Educator information, on how to get started with your account. If you're paying out of pocket yourself, you can click Getting Started in My Educator and read over that information. If you purchase an access code from the bookstore, I have a helpful link there to walk you through how to get started. But basically, in order to get set up, you are going to come down here to the My Educator module and click My Educator Canvas Connect. When you click that, it'll prompt you to pay for the access and set up your account. Once you do that, you will be ready to go for the course. Now, on that side, I'm going to show you what that site looks like. You will want to work through Canvas in order for grades to transfer over to the Canvas gradebook. So make sure every time you're working in this course, you come through Canvas. So you have two options before I go in the site. You can always just click on My Educator Canvas Connect. That takes you into the platform where you have the textbook and all of the assignments. Or as you can see within each unit, I just have the assignment links. So if you click on one of these, it's going to have the Excel file, the Excel file that you can download and work from directly. So you can always have the textbook open separately, and I'll show you that in a minute, as you work through these. So how My Educator works is it's an interactive textbook. So it's really pretty cool. I'm excited, and I hope you all will like it, because how it works is when you are working on assignments within My Educator, you're going to open an Excel file that is going to open into Microsoft Excel, which you will need a version. I recommend 2016 and up. The newest 2019 version is going to work the best. But you're going to open up that Excel file in Microsoft Excel on your computer. You're going to follow the tasks that it gives you within the Excel file, and then you are going to submit for grading all within Excel. Okay, so it's all linked together. It's really pretty cool. So I'm going to click Go to Course since mine looks a little different. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you can click Start Learning. It's going to take you to the introduction, how to use your materials. So it goes over all of the system requirements in order for My Educator to function properly. So I recommend you read through those and make sure that you have those minimum requirements. You will need to work off of a desktop or laptop computer. As you can see, Chromebooks, tablets do not support the Excel functions necessary for this class. It says minimum Windows 10 on the operating system. I'm not going to lie, I still haven't updated my laptop operating system. I'm working on Windows 7 and everything's working okay. But I recommend having Windows 10. I'm about to update because they're ending support for Windows 7. And then they tell you, of course, if you have a Macintosh computer, the minimum requirements for that as well. And then again, minimum requirements for Windows for Microsoft Excel is Excel 2013. But recommended is 16 or even 19. Okay. Then there's just some additional tips and tools. You can check that your computer meets these requirements. You can also do your automated system check to make sure everything is ready for the course. I think the biggest thing, and they've told me this, is to use like Chrome, Google Chrome, or Mozilla Firefox as your internet browser, so everything runs easily and correctly. So use Chrome or use Firefox, whether you're on a Mac or a PC. Make sure you're using one of those as your internet browser, and you should be fine. And you can kind of read through everything else. I'm not going to go over everything. I do want to point out, if you're not aware, you can get a copy of Microsoft Office 365 for free as a student. So if you're interested in that, you just have to have your Raider.Rose email to do that. So just shoot me an email and I will get you the info on getting that, so you don't have to go out and purchase Microsoft Excel. You can also come up to the computer labs on campus or even the accounting lab, and we have Excel 2019, so you should be able to work on any of your assignments at campus. So the next little section just goes over how assignments work. Okay, so you can read through all of this. I just wanted to show you, if you read through, the first assignment you come across, and there's a link to this through Canvas, is getting started. So this assignment is just a few points just to get you comfortable with being able to open the assignments through My Educator and complete them. So as you can see, I'm actually in My Educator, the online textbook or ebook, and I'm going to click on that. And this is how you can do any of your homework, or again, you can follow the links for the homework in Canvas. I open up that Excel file. And this one's just telling you, when you open up these files, they have macros, which is just programming within them in order to do the auto grading and do all the tasks and everything. So always up here where it says protected view, I want to click enable editing. And then I've already done it. Oh no, wait, tell me again. And then I'm going to click enable content. Those two steps are vital in order to get the assignment to work. This one, again, is just a test assignment, but all of your assignments are going to have, under this assignment tab up here, you look right here on the ribbon, if I click instruction sheet, that's going to open what you're going to be graded on in your web browser. So it tells me, you know, it's 50 points, do not insert rows or columns, and basically it's just assessing whether you can turn in an assignment. Okay, so close that. Go back down here into my Excel file. The task guide kind of just shows you, if you click on that, this is what's important. I use this because it's going to tell you step by step what to do in each assignment. So the instruction sheet will tell you what's required, the point breakdown and everything, and then here it tells me what I need to do. So I arrow over and it tells me what I'm doing, gives me information, and basically it says use the tools in the assignment menu to submit the assignment for grading. Well, all I'm doing here is literally submitting. So I'm going to click submit. Now it should have your name pop up here, and you can choose user if you have to enroll. I'm going to click yes, it's for me. I have two options. If I'm not sure I did everything correctly and I don't want to send it for a full grade in the gradebook yet, I can just show my grading results without recording it. So I do that. Again, it opens it in my web browser. It shows me I got a 50 out of 50. Woohoo! So at that point, I can go back in and say, well, I'm just going to go ahead and grade that and record it on behalf of, and make sure your email address is correct to My Educator. That's what's linked to Canvas. You click OK. And it really should do about the same thing. It's just submitting it for grading. It does take just a minute. And then again, it shows me that I got a 100%, so I can close out of that, go back into Excel, click OK, click cancel because I'm done, and close out. And you can go ahead and save your changes. Okay, so it'll all save. As you notice, it kind of shows a submission log of what I did and what was graded here in my Canvas, or My Educator, sorry. And then your grades should also transfer to Canvas for you. So as you're going through, just make sure that you submit every assignment that you've completed for grading and not just, looked at your feedback, okay? So the textbook, this first little section also has some frequently asked questions you can go over, okay? I can also click up here. I'm in the introduction, so I can go to any chapter I want to or the title page. I can click on getting started. So again, really for every chapter that you're working in, you're really just reading through the chapter. Notice over on the right, you'll have some tools as well. You can search, you can look at the glossary or the flashcards, you can open the notebook, you can make highlighting, all sorts of things. And so you do have some options as far as what you're doing within the course. So here again, it just kind of goes through and you can read the textbook right here. Just wanted to show you. So I just keep scrolling down, reading through, and going to next. And when I get to 1.2, I have another assignment. So I read through all of this. There's also some videos embedded in here, so I encourage you to watch those videos, especially if you're struggling with the concept. Like this one here is on managing columns and rows. So you can play it right here. You can make it full screen.
So once I understand how to enter data in an Excel worksheet, I really need to know how to manipulate.
And it also has closed captioning, so I could turn that on if I would like, if I need my sound off, if I'm at work. Okay, so there's some great interactive options here within the text. Okay, so in order to work, you do need to be online. So I guess that's the only downside because you are submitting for grading and it is all very interactive. But it is still just a great platform, and I hope you enjoy it because since you'll be able to read the textbook and then open up your work, and then the step-by-step instructions are within that Excel file. So there's less, toggling back and forth or looking at something and trying to follow the instructions. So I think it's pretty helpful. And again, it goes, even if you scroll down, it goes over task by task how to do what the assignment is on these practice ones. So that's really cool too. So you see exactly, you can follow these tasks and follow the book and do it exactly from the book, or you can just try opening the file and testing yourself and doing it on your own. So those practice problems give you all the steps, step by step, as you can see, to complete them. And then when you get to the end of the chapter, the testing your skills, I believe is what they're called, are going to be a little less. They're not going to give you all the steps. Okay. I'll just find one. Yeah, test your skills, Excel basics. So see, you notice it says, please download the resource file listed above, which is your Excel file, and follow the instructions in the file. So as you can see, it's really, assignments are designed to gauge your process in the class. So you will not get step-by-step instructions on these. However, you still have unlimited attempts. So it's not really a test, it's just helping you to see if you're meeting, the assessments. So you can still, of course, go back through, and if it's something on inserting a cell, then you could go back into the textbook and read up on that. But, again, it's just stepping you along progression so you can learn the Excel basics. Okay. So I just wanted to go over that in a nutshell. So you kind of have an idea of what this platform was, and since it is probably new to everyone, I know I haven't used it before. I've been playing around with it and going through and completing the assignments myself just to kind of make sure what you're seeing and everything is lining up to what I see. So again, if you have any questions as you go through and work through this, all of your assignments really are in here. You're going to do the practice problems for each chapter and the test your skills for each chapter, and then you're going to have 2 exams that you'll complete that are hands-on as well. obviously, you know, it's broken down in 2 units, so you'll have unit 1 is chapters 1 through 5. You'll be tested over that, and then unit 2 is 6 through 10. I'll look over. I'm pretty sure I put those on 2 attempts, so you'll have 2 attempts at the exams because they are worth more percentage of your grade. Other than that, we will have one data analytics project that I'll have you do, and I'll post more information about that later along with the video, and you'll have a little discussion to go with that. But most of it really is just working through the My Educator book and learning Excel. So hopefully you'll really enjoy it. For those of you that don't know me or haven't had me face-to-face, I love Excel. I love technology. So I really hope I can share that with you. As an accountant, it's vitally important to know Excel, especially some of the things we're covering like pivot tables in this class. So not only is it very necessary for your chosen profession, even if you're not an accounting major, but even just a business student, but hopefully you'll find it enjoyable as well, like I do. So again, if you have any questions or need help with anything, please just shoot me an email or give me a call, and I will get you set up as soon as I can. I am in meetings the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday, the 16th and 17th. So you might have some limited contact with me those next 2 days, but once classes start up next week, I will be in the office. And I hope everyone has a great semester, and I hope I'll see you around. Thanks.